Hola, people. Hello, welcome. So, last minute, I decided to make this video public. So, I'm sharing this on my YouTube. I'm sharing this on my Facebook because because I want to and because I felt compelled. So it's really not the description's not that. It's just we're doing a cards for the day. We're going to do inspirational pull, and we're just going to share time and space with one another because we can. We're going to work with the Ask and Is Given Oracle deck because that's what I felt I needed today, and so I'm going to put that out there for all of us to receive information from and inspiration from. Um, I hope everyone's doing well. It's been hectic over here. So many different things happened and happening and in the works and all kinds of stuff going on, which is life. Everyone has their struggles and their all everything in between, all of it. So that's just life. I hope you all are doing okay. Well, hello to Sheena. Hello, Raylene. Diane, good to see you. I have again I just did a little update newsletter. So if you're a part of the newsletter, you would have received that. If you're not, I posted on the Facebook page the link to subscribe as well as to view the newsletter. It's just a few updates, as well as I like to also give back. Like when I do a newsletter, I like to add some, hey, look, this is what I'm doing, this is what I'm selling, because again, at the end of the day, I am a business. But at the same time, I like to offer insight, offer tips, offer formulas, and different things to give back, and that's what I do. So I added something really fun that I like at the end of the newsletter as well. So go check that out and subscribe to my email list just to keep up to date. So yeah, we're gonna shuffle. We're gonna focus on something. I'm trying to think of all the wonderful things. Again, let's boom boom. This is for Monday. This is for Monday, our Monday message, inspirational post, what we need to be aware of, what's going on. All kinds of wonderful stuff. It's super windy here in Northern California. It was kind of raining, not raining right now, but it's been on and off. So windy. Hello, Lisa. Welcome. So take some time, y'all. Take some time to focus on your breathing, focus on your heartbeat. Take some time to just tune in with yourself, ground and center, and just be open to receiving, what you need to receive right now. Let's have a conversation. It's not about just what I have to say or what I have to offer, what flows through me. It's about what we create together here in this moment, in this experience. And so take some time to just tune into that, be a part of that. Yeah. uh, oh yeah, are you in Northern California too? Me too. Hey. So yeah. And blah blah blah. Oh my gosh, y'all! I'm just really excited. I don't think no. It's very rare that at least where I am, it's very rare that we get any snow. It's like usually a little tiny bit of flurries or whatever they call them, but it doesn't stick. But I know where my friend Elisa is, it can snow. Oh wow, we're like neighbors. Yeah, I'm in between Chico and Sac, so that's fun. How exciting! Cool. Uh, we don't often get like snow that sticks, at least not in my area. There are other areas that they do um get snow. So I just ramble as I shuffle because I want to make sure to shuffle these really good, and I'm super excited to share this time and space with everyone. Like we haven't done a video in like a super long time that was public anyways, so I enjoy it. It helps me. But yeah, I've been crocheting nonstop. I have several orders that need to be shipped out this week. They're pretty much finished. I just need to do the um, last minute touches on them, and they're done. They're done. I'm so excited to share these. Uh, and I have a few more. When these get shipped out, I'll have a few more orders that I can take. So a few more customs. I am well. How are you? So, again, take some time, ground, center, focus on your breathing, focus on your heartbeat, call in your spirits, your guides, your gods, your allies, your ancestors, whoever, source energy, whoever, whatever you work with, call that in, invite that into your space, and just tune in. And when you are ready, go. Well, hello, Jade. Welcome. Go ahead and choose the first number that does pop into your head, 1, 2, or 3. That first number that does pop into your head, and just recognize that all three cards are part of our reading, our collective reading. The card that you choose is just a emphasis card, you know. The card that you choose is simply a card of emphasis, and it will help you take this collective reading and just fine tune it, make it a little more personal. It gives you something to focus on. What's more important, a part of the three for you specifically, right? So 1, 2, or 3, that first number that pops into your head, and let's get ready to have a wonderful conversation or wonderful discussion on right here and right here. Okay, on what pops up today. I've missed everyone. I have some really cool stuff to share with everyone soon, so I'm really happy about that. Yeah, I'm really happy about that. Well, hello, Fe Bella Noche. I like your, I love it. I love your name. Let me take a little sip of coffee. Okay, are you ready? All right. So, card 1. My emotional set points can be changed. My emotional set points can be changed. Your set points are achieved by attention to a subject. We want you to understand the extreme value in deliberately achieving your own set points. Because once you expect something, it will come. The details of it may play out differently, but the vibrational essence will always be an exact match. Your set points are achieved by attention to a subject. So, what does that say to you? How does that make you feel? What pops up for you? I like this. It's a reminder, right? I like it because it's this reminder that, you know what? This is my life. This is my life. Each and every one of us, this is our life and our choice and our investment, right? And so when we deliberately focus our awareness, our thoughts, our attention, our energy onto something, we are choosing to create more of that energy. We are choosing, like, this is our choice. This is what I want. Does that make sense? And so I like that because that's an emotional set point that can be altered. Like, okay, if I'm going through something, right? If I'm going through something, I can keep investing into that thing, right? But if I don't like what I'm going through, if I don't like it, then I'm not going to ignore it, obviously. I think that's something really important that we have to always be mindful of expressing, especially when we're talking about law of attraction and such things, because a lot of people get caught up in the only positivity thing. So we don't ignore what we're going through, but we recognize that we have a choice in how we respond. We have a choice in how we invest. And so when I want to change something, I recognize that, look, this is where I'm at. This is what I'm working with. And I'm going to choose something to focus on something, not by ignoring this, but I'm going to choose to focus on what feels good to me. I am going to choose to focus on what I want to bring more of in my life experience. I'm going to focus my time, my energy, my thoughts, putting things out there, the actions that I take. I'm going to focus all of this into something that I deliberately choose to set the tone for what I'm creating and what I'm bringing in into my life. Right? Does that make sense? So I like that. Again, my emotional set points can be changed. And I think it's very powerful for when we deliberately choose. It's like, okay, I know that I'm going through this challenge. I know that I'm going through this struggle, and I recognize it, and I allow myself to do that because that's life. And I will learn from this. And as I go through this struggle, as I go through this challenge, I'm going to choose to focus on the things that I enjoy, the things that I love, the things that I want to create, the things that help me to feel better. I will navigate navigate this struggle as I continuously, deliberately focus on the things that feel good. And this will help bring me to where I need to be. It will help bring more energy of support and upliftment into my life. And I will work through this. I will get through this always. Right. Reminds me to pay attention to my thoughts and energy vibration choices of what to focus. Yes, absolutely. It's always a good thing. Like, and I don't feel like we can do this 100% of the time, because sometimes we get caught up. We get caught up in drama or gossip and fun little, like, delicious little things that we get carried away with, and then we're like, oh shit! Like, we take a step back. Like, oh, no, 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 no. I need to not be focused on this. Like, I get caught up in this, and now that I recognize, like, oh, this is where my energy is going, but I don't want to manifest this, right? I don't want to bring more of this in my life. It was entertaining for sure, but now that I recognize, like, I snap out of it, or you have that moment of realization, it's like, okay, let me take a step back, let me reflect, and let me put my energy into something that I want to really be a part of, right? Yeah. So let's just keep that in mind as we move forward to card two. Card two, dominant for those who chose card two, and a supporting card for those who did not. So card two, I won't put those unwanted ingredients in my pie. I won't put those unwanted ingredients in my pie. So imagine yourself as a chef. Oh, hello, chef. Imagine yourself as a chef in an extremely well stocked kitchen where there are many ingredients that are not appropriate for your creation, but you feel no discomfort about their existence. You simply utilize the ingredients that will enhance your creation, and you leave the ingredients that are not appropriate for your creation out of your pie. Well, hey, hey. So, what does that say to you? How does that make you feel? I won't put those unwanted ingredients in my pie. I think that's another really wonderful reminder. It's like, look, the world is full of all kinds of things and all kinds of beliefs and programming and all kinds, right? Some we align with and some that we do not align with. But just because we don't align with something doesn't mean we really shouldn't be giving our time and attention to the things that don't align with us. We shouldn't be giving that our space, right? It doesn't mean we have to eradicate that. No, it means that we need to be unbothered by that type of energy and focus more. It's not, y'all, it's hard. It is hard. I'm not going to say, oh, it's so easy to do, because it's not always easy to do. But we need to focus more of our awareness and time and energy invested into the solution we want to be a part of. And so just because there's all of this hate out there, right? Exactly. Stick to the recipe for sure. But just because there's all of this hate or ignorance out there, we don't need to focus on it. We don't need to give it our attention. Let's take care of our space. Let's take care of what's important to us. Um, an example, I guess. I mean, I'm trying to think. Like, an example, I guess, is a lot of people who are extreme, and I get it. Like, don't get me wrong, I get it. Like, the hate from a metaphysical community, a lot of, like, pagan community, spiritualist community, witchcraft community, a lot of hate towards Christianity and Christian people. I understand where that comes from, but I've seen so many people so focused on hating another religion. Again, I understand, hating another religion, that they don't take the time to focus on what they love. And so most of their energy was invested or is invested into the hate, into the ignorance, into other people, and they're not caring for themselves or their own, and living the luxury in which they want, right? And so it's so important for us to just say, hey, not for me. I can work through that, but I'm going to spend more time focused in on what I want to be a part of, what I want to love, what I want to experience, because that's my responsibility. I am not responsible for other people. Again, even if you're parents, you are not responsible for those children in a certain extent. Hopefully you're following me. Like those children are responsible for their thoughts and what they're doing, so you're not fully responsible for them. They have choices. They will choose. You guide, absolutely, but you are ultimately responsible for yourself, what you put out there, what you provide, what you are a part of, what you initiate. So it is so important for each and every one of us to mind our own damn business, right? Does that make sense? So I won't put those unwanted ingredients in my pie. So this world is a wonderful world full of so many amazing things. And amazing has no judgment. Amazing in the sense of challenge, friction, chaos, amazing in beauty and art and love and upliftment, all of it, no judgment. And so it is entirely up to us to decide what ingredients are appropriate for us and for us to bring and call those in. And again, if we go back to the first card, my emotional set points can be changed. So when we recognize, oh, my pie is a little salty, we need to alter this. We need to scrap the salt, y'all. We need to get rid of that shit. So lessen the salt. And we need some sugar. We need some Boca Sweet, or because I can't do sugar. Um, you know, the sugar-free like alternative, and I use it all the time, like stevia or other shit, whatever. I don't know. Let's get that in. Let's get that in. Like too salty. Come on, we need to sweeten it up a little. Like, why is there a lemon in my cherry pie? I don't want a lemon in my cherry pie. Well, stop focusing on the damn lemon. Focus on the cherries. Focus on bringing that in. You know? And so when we deliberately focus on what we desire, what we love, what we want, we are choosing those ingredients for the pie we're creating with. Although I think lemon and cherry would be a really good blend, like a little bit of lemon. That would be so delicious, I think. Um, yeah, I feel like I'm getting really old. My grandma loves like lemon meringue pie and like lemon shit and sour shit. And I used to hate lemon meringue pie. It was disgusting to me. But as I get older, um, I appreciate it more. I'm like, oh my God, I'm old. I'm ancient. I feel it. So yeah, anyways, I'm rambling. Let's go to card 3. Let's see what all of this is doing. Um, card 3. In my appreciation, I offer no resistance. In my appreciation, I offer no resistance. Appreciation and self love are the most important aspects you could ever nurture. Appreciation of others and the appreciation of yourself are the closest vibrational matches to source energy of anything we have ever witnessed anywhere in the universe. Ooh, balance by I can't read. Balance by using the opposite. Mm. So in my appreciation, I offer no resistance. This is at times very challenging for me. Like when I go through friction in relationships, sometimes I get defensive. Sometimes I want to lash out because it's like, oh, I need to be defensive of myself and protect my own. I feel like I'm not being understood. And so I want to dig in my claws, which doesn't really help anybody. Doesn't help me. Sure, it might temporarily feel good, but in the long run, it doesn't help anyone. You're hurting someone you cared for, right? Or care for. Even if the relationship no longer continues, you still care for someone. You still have that a part of your history. And so I find I'm getting somewhere with this. I promise. I find that if I appreciate them. I love myself. I love myself, and I appreciate who and what I am and how far I've come and how far I will go, and I love it all. But then if I look at other people in other situations, I can find appreciation. Like, you know what? I love that for you. It's not for me, but you're not me and I'm not living your life and you're not living my life, but I love that for you. And I appreciate what you bring to the table. I appreciate the relationship we've had. Yes, maybe it's over, but I appreciate the relationship because I've learned a lot, I've grown a lot, and it maybe ended in very a negative way, and it takes time. But through that time, I'm able to see I appreciate the lessons that I've gained. And I wish you well. Does that make sense? It's like, okay, in my appreciation, I offer no resistance. So when I'm able to find that space of appreciation, then I'm simply allowing for life to take hold. I'm allowing for what I want in life to manifest, because when I cannot find that appreciation, I'm fighting, I'm resisting, and I'm not allowing things to flow through. I'm not allowing for my life to take over the way it should or the way I need it to, right? And so when I resist, when I fight, when I choose that, again, no judgment. If you choose it, that's fine. But when I choose that, I kind of hold back the flow of energy that can be used to create the beauty in the life that I want. When I appreciate and when I say, you know what, everything has its place, and this may not be for me, but I'm that's it, it's not for me. I'm not going to partake, I'm not going to participate, I'm not going to cool, it's for somebody but not me, so cool for them. And then we go and we appreciate the fact that I understand that I know my boundaries, right? I know that that's for you, I know that this is for me. You can do you, and I'm going to keep focusing on what I love. So I love myself to know that I can take a step back, I can take a step forward, I can do whatever I want, and so can you. Does that make sense? Appreciate what all is around you, being grateful for who you are and what you have accomplished. Yeah, and what you continue to accomplish every day by showing up, every day by choosing yourself and choosing to live this experience, right? So I really like this. My emotional set points can be changed. I won't put those unwanted ingredients in my pie, and in my appreciation, I offer no resistance. And so I think this appreciation too, if we look at pie, we don't have to compare. And I think, oh, that's it, okay. We don't have to compare. Like, comparison is totally a killer. Like, we don't have to compare. Like, we should not be comparing our bodies, we should not be comparing our achievements, our accomplishments. Everyone has their own story, everyone has their own upbringing, their own opportunities. Everyone has their own, oh shit, there's other stuff that I wanted to say and it's like leaving me now. But we don't need to compare. Like, we need to appreciate and learn to appreciate what we have and what other people have, like, okay, you have several pies, you created one, and maybe it doesn't look that great, maybe it's not presentable in a way that Martha Stewart has over here, and Betty Crocker or whatever. Their pies are like, just, they look divine. But guess what? Let's say maybe you had more fun, like you had so much fun creating your pie, and you had a really good experience, and you put all of your heart into creating your pie, and it tastes damn good. Maybe it's ugly, y'all. I created the ugliest pie for Christmas, or Thanksgiving. It was hideous, but it was fun making. I tried, it tasted delicious. uh but it's a challenge making it, all presentable, Martha Stewarty. But that's fine. I loved it. It was fine. I had fun doing it. It was enjoyable. And so when we compare, we think ours to be lesser than, and that's not the truth. And it doesn't matter if these people had fun making theirs or if they hated theirs or whatever. Just because it looks presentable, that's cool. Appreciate it. Like, oh wow, how did you ask questions like, how did you create this? How did you make this? Like, that is so wonderful. Yours is really, it's beautiful, you know? And so, does that make sense? I know I'm rambling about pie, but hopefully that makes sense. So it's like, appreciate what you have. You've created memories, you're creating experience, and the next time you go to create the pie again and ask for what you want and put the right ingredients in, you have the taste, the flavor down, and now you know you get to work and perfect the display, the artistic, you know, the outside nature, the beauty of it. So that's fun, something to work on, something to perfect, and that's life. We'll have something really, really well, really well, and then we have to alter it a little, perfect it. Well, hello, Karen. Hello, Felicia. Um, it's so weird saying Karen. Always want to say Quizzy. Um, Yes. So let's see. The unquenchable longing for the everlasting is satisfied by a feeling of deep spiritual love for ourselves, others, and the natural world around us. Go and stay where you're comfortable and where you can grow. Yeah, yeah. So, and it's just like everyone has their place, everyone has their story. And so I think that it's so important to deliberately choose what you want in your story, to deliberately say, I'm going to give myself this time to focus on these things. Let me do that. Let me honor that. And let me worry, and not even worry, let me invest into my pie. That sounds terrible, but let me invest into my own space. Let me get the right ingredients to make this happen. Let me learn, let me grow, and let me appreciate. I love, again, another example. There are people doing what I do who are far more successful at it that have started after me, who are very new, and I love that. I love that because I know that everything is possible, and I'm happy for them, and it helps me to understand that I get to do the same thing in my own time, and I appreciate that because I know that that is possible, right? And so it's like I don't feel like there's a competition. I know that my quality is there, is beautiful. And now I get to work on other things like marketing. I get to work on other things like, you know, getting seen in different ways, and there's other things I can perfect, and I can learn from these other people. You know, like, what are you doing, or how are you doing this? And it's like I'm not here to copy you. I'm here to do my own thing. You know, I don't really, you know, we can't, no one holds like the copyright over like gift wrap and gift boxes and such. You know what I mean? It's like everyone has their own thing that they can do, and put their own spin on it, you know? So there's never competition. It's always like support and upliftment, and there's always things that we can focus on. And it's like worry about yourself, mind your business, and focus on your own story and what you enjoy and what you love, right? So, does that make sense? I like that for our contemplation. I like that we have this to really think about and mull over for the rest of the week. If you enjoyed this, again, if you like this and you're able, there's a link in the description. It's my link tree. There's a way to tip your witch. I'm always, you know, blessed to do that. So if you want to tip via PayPal, or, you know, bless me with something on my Amazon wish list, that's wonderful. Not necessary, but I welcome it. All of your donations and your investments, they go to help me educate myself, that I can share that with you, but they also help me, like, if I get blessed with it, then I can put that money aside for people who come to me for readings. And that's how we keep our need-based pay option up and running. So thank you so much for that as well. If you want me to crochet a poppet for you, I'll have a few more spaces left before like the first of the year. Then after, I'll have to come back in like maybe mid-January and offer again. But I'm taking a few more requests. I have a few to finish up and send out. If you want a digital copy of the Deviant Grimoire, I know a lot of people were wanting that, but again, I didn't ship outside of the US. So because the shipping was just intense and just ridiculous, it was like almost twice as much as the book. So if you want a digital copy, message me. They're 27. And if you have a hard copy and you want a digital copy, I'll give you a discount for that because you already have the hard copy. So message me if you want that as well. It'll be a PDF format, and I think it's a .mobi, which is Kindle, can be uploaded to your Kindle. So I have that as well. Also doing community service, donation-based magical working, which I'm creating a puppet for. So it's going to be really fun. So I'll take your name and your intention, and I will bless it. I will charge it, and I will utilize the paper that I use. I'll utilize your names and your intentions to stuff a puppet. And this is going to be different than other stuff I've offered before, because I'm going to make the puppet and I'll carry that puppet with me throughout the year until next Yule. So I will be blessing the puppet throughout like different maybe holidays and different spaces, different times of the like phases of the moon. So I will carry your intentions with me for that year, for this year, and I will bless and charge and speak upliftment and life into them to help you carry these things into the year. So that's a fun thing. So if you want to be a part of that, it's donation based. So my way to give back as well is to buy some new materials. So if you want to be a part of that, you can message me. Again, thank you so much. And if you have any questions, if you have any special requests for future content, always reach out to me. I'm here to be of service. I'm here to help. I am approachable, so you can communicate with me. I enjoy talking with everybody. So thank you again. And I will talk to you soon. So take care.